Hello and welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the Monday Night Raw review show for December
11th, 1995.
11th, 1995. Of course, I'm Patrick Young. This guy to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
Roll episode 139, December 11th, 1995. Richard Coliseum, Richard, Virginia. We're still in Richmond for the show. The open video reminds us that we're doing Backlund Bret 3. Also, Shawn Michaels sees for the first time since collapsing a few weeks ago. Open match, Hart with Jim Cornette. Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna versus Jeff Hardy. In both guys' primes, this would probably been awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Give Jeff like another 10 years and...
yeah.
Unfortunately, I own a time machine.
Right, yeah. Jeff was a jobber here wearing very colorful tights.
Yeah.
Well, Owen does the South Fence commentary discusses Diana Smith being a front row, which we see on split screen. She was a Focus Farm Bulldog at SummerSlam 92 and will be again the upcoming review. Mm-hmm. Also, Diesel's watching the back. Jeff turns inside out on clothesline. Owen hits a missile dropkick and teases the sharpshooter, but goes with the jackknife pin for the 3.
Actually, probably match of Raw.
Yeah.
Which is strange to say about a jobber match, but Jeff took a good axe kicking from Owen. Owen showed off pretty good offense.
Yeah, rather than enjoy the squash match here, Jeff bumped like a man and Owen looked good. Post-match, Yokozuna squashes Jeff Hardy with a bonsai drop. Owen slaps on the sharpshooter until Tweener Diesel may save. Owen bails and Diesel gets toe-to-toe with Yokozuna. Diesel uses pure clotheslines to send the fake sumo wrestler back. Up next, Aja Khan versus... I messed up her name. Chaparita Asari.
Chaparita Asari.
Asari. I don't believe we've seen Asari so far in the WWF.
No.
Okay. Aja dominates early while...
This may be her only match.
Aja dominates early while Jerry Lawler constantly called her ugly, so that was nice.
Yeah. Just remember, this weekend, Women's Evolution.
Asari tries to cross my but just bounces off. Kong goes dunks in his spinning package pile driver. She lifts Asari on the pin, one then for more damage. She destroys Asari with more vicious kicks. Asari gets in some slaps that have no effect. Kong headbutts her for missing splash. And then Asari goes up for like a ridiculous spin splash. That misses as well. But commentary completely just glossed over that attempt at that move. No, I'm pretty sure no meal on the roster at that point could pull that off, but
no.
Whatever. Spin back fix kills Asari.
It was actually pretty good. Another pretty good squash match. Although this time Chaparita got in a good bit of offense, but pretty much the ending was never in doubt. Aja destroys her with all of her strikes.
Yeah, I think it's going to say Aja Khan was great.
Yeah.
That rule for squash, so and she just kicked ace. Chaparita Asari's bleeding from the nose too after the match. Interview, Top 10 goes to down Shawn Michaels to discuss his injury. Shawn thanks the fans for all their love and support and claims that he's feeling much better. He has experiencing dizziness or blackouts lately. If it was up to him, he'll return right now. Top brings up possible retirement and Michaels gets choked up, but also angry. He won't dignify the question of a response. Up next, Ahmed Johnson versus Rick Stockhauser. During Ahmed's entrance, Dean Douglas comes upon him and says they'll meet this Sunday in your house. Stockhauser gets in a sharp tip, but Ahmed shakes off and quickly wins with the Pearl River Plunge.
Not as good as the squash matches the first two. I actually forgot it happened, to be fair. But yeah, Ahmed's not all that interesting of a guy to watch.
1 minute squashes are best for guys like Ahmed.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler is Ahmed Johnson about Dean Douglas and makes jokes about him repeating the third grade 4 times. Ahmed says if Dean did his homework on Ahmed, he would never have agreed to face him. Ahmed turns Lord into going back into the commentary table. Interview. Vince McMahon interviews to reminisce of the $1 Million Corporation, which is just 1, 2, 3 consecutive Sid at this point. They direct a promo to Ted DiBiase, which is wise, as he's much better than Sid and Kid. DiBiase tells Razor to get over to Kid and their friendship. Kid knows 3 important things. 1, don't worry about the fans. 2, focus on winning. And 3, get the money. Kid runs on both Razor and Mari before Sid claims that he won't enjoy this. He was obviously joking because he will enjoy it. Thank you, Sid.
Thanks for coming, Sid.
Next week, Yokozuna looks to become a Triple Crown winner as he gets into Razorman and the Intercontinental Championship. And non-title match main event, WWE Champion Bret Hart vs. Bob Backlund. As usual, we're going to go for some extended mat work to start. Jerry Lawler gets up to interview Diana Smith at ringside. She said that she supports her husband's more aggressive style now and will love to see him walk out as champion this weekend. She also commends Jim Cornette for being the only man to get the AEW title shot. We continue to get the same stuff. We come to second from Bret and Bob. Bob tries to crush the shingling, but Bret gets to the ropes. Bob focuses his attack on the arm and applies the arm bar. Enter commercial break. Burris turn around, 5 moves of doom time, brush late sweep, backbreaker, around double hit. As he types the sharpshooter, Burris Bulldog charges in and closes the DQ.
Yeah, it's about as interesting as a Bob Backlund and Bret Hart match can be. If you have seen their classics before, you realize they say classics ironically. Yeah, they're just not interesting matches. I think they're a little old-timey in a way.
Yeah.
Specifically, way too old-timey for the 90s. There was pretty much just a lot of mat work, and I think at that point, the time for that had passed by.
Yeah, the match itself was really basic. It felt like Bret and Bob working at a house show pace.
Yeah.
Backlund puts Bret across the shake-win while Bulldog puts the boost to them. Officials rush to try and break the hold by Backlund. Nitro, episode 15, Independence Arena in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Woo!
Commentary tries to introduce the show, but a bell rings, and they are cut off for the action. I prefer it that way.
Yes, that's probably a much better call.
Eddie Guerrero versus JL. JL has lost the former Mr. portion of his name. Quick start with a tilt-the-world head scissors and moonsaults. Eric Bischoff puts over about coming NJPW versus WCW battle, and that Guerrero may take part. He says they can't see Eddie as a cakewalk or a race cakewalk. Yeah.
Getting pretty racist.
That line didn't age well, I can tell you that.
Nope.
Now, Eddie goes on the apron, runs up the corner, deals a sweet arm drag. JL springboard drop kicks him off the top and falls out with an apron dive. Mongo wants JL to lose his mask. Clearly not knowing anything about the history of masks in wrestling. They go to the battle roll attempts, which Eddie wins out and picks up the 3.
Yeah, decent quick little match from JL and Eddie Guerrero. Wish they got a little bit more time, but you know it's Nitro.
It was a fun sprint, but it was too short to ever get anywhere special. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. It was pretty good for what we got, though. Interview time, Meiji is out to interview past favorite storyline. Lex Luger and Jerry Hart. They just put over how they feel that Luger is Uncommon Champion because he has had Macho Man beaten several times. He used the torture rack on him at Holly Havoc, made him pass out World War III and nearly won last week. He should be the triangle match at Starrcade, but he says he wishes the 3 men the best of luck. Up next, Disco Inferno versus Paul Orndorff. Paul Orndorff is still under contract. Did you realize that?
In 1995, no, I didn't.
Tons of jokes for Orndorff's theme, including he saying Mean Gene Sugnet while sailing on a block of ice.
Okay.
Disco gets upset that Paul is vainer than he is, and they go at none of his interest at least. And then, I guess the most embarrassing part of the match, Paul goes for an elbow, but he stops to dance beforehand. So, and that was terrible. Oh, it was bad in a good way. It was hilariously bad in a good way. The dancing.
Yeah.
Orndorff was a good back suplex. He puts his foot on the bottom rope for the pin for a good measure.
Yeah, not a terribly interesting match whatsoever. And Orndorff, who I didn't even know was still part of the roster at this point, gets a win.
This was actually just squash. It was odd stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Paul does anything and much more to come in months or years. I could be wrong.
The only thing I remember him in WCW was getting a stinger and just paralyzed in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. Every time Mean by God Gene is back to every Horseman. Ric Flair, Anderson, and Brian Pillman are out, but Chris Benoit is nowhere to be seen. Pillman told us about how much of an honor it is to be a Horseman. He says that everyone wanted to be a Horseman, even Hulk Hogan. Pillman was all over the place in this promo. After he said out Hogan, then he called Mongo a flexible big guy. They dissed the Zodiac of the Dungeon Doom, and also ripped into Paul Orndorff's fall from grace. After Flair takes the sneak, Orndorff showed up to confront Pillman. He respects Anderson, but says that Pillman is only in because Paul didn't want to be. Paul calls Pillman the bag carrier group. Anderson tries to play peacekeeper, but feels as Pillman and Orndorff come to blows. Once you attack one horseman, they all come in, Arn Rick's that message by Spike piledriver and pulling the concrete. He and the crew saw the fact that he isn't moving. Ironically, we just throw up later years. Doctors tend to make it a break while the next match gets going. Up next, Jim Duggan versus Lex Luger with Jimmy Hart. Duggan and Luger punch each other a bunch. The cameras cut to show Orndorff being taken out of structure a few times. We also see him go into the ambulance while the two guys in the ring just continue to do a whole lot of nothing. Duggan brings out the tape and wraps it around his hand. Jimmy Hart distraction lets Luger hit him from behind, win with the torch rack. Commentary calls out Chono, Masahiro Chono, who Luger will face the pay-per-view and sells this one as something impressive.
Why did Luger need Jimmy Hart's help to beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
I don't know.
Ever. I'm not even going by the fact that it's 1995.
Ever?
Yeah, well, why would Luger need help to beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Ever.
Yeah,
and yeah, you try to throw the fact that, oh yeah, you have that to look forward to, Chono. What? Barely just beating Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes?
3 minutes from
Really?
Yeah, this sucked, this one. It was just punches, turnbuckle smashes, some kicks, and shit finish. The only reason it doesn't go into negative territory is because it was short. Interview more from the hardest working man in WCW. Mean Gene.
I know.
As he's been Macho Man entrance, Savage told us a lot about big match coming up by Starcade. He has to wrestle twice. And next Monday he faces the Giant for the title. Savage is taking one day at a time and puts her the Giant overwhelming power. Iron Silver versus Hulk Hogan Sting. I was going to point out, by the way, the massive boos for Hogan, but it isn't sharp.
Yeah.
So it's Horseman Country all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Arn starts with Sting and the crowd pops off for Arn in the upper hand. Sting nails a press line. You can't hear the fans chant Hogan sucks, though.
Yeah.
Flair and Hogan come in, the fans go nuts. Hogan no sells some for chops and sends him outside. Arn attacks him behind, the crowd again goes nuts. Hogan no sells him as well and gets his shit in. Sting and Hogan hold upper hand for the horse around. Bischoff mentions that Sting will be facing Sasaki at Starcade, but no U.S. title will be on the line. Sting slays Arn from the top and tries to scorpion death drop. But Flair is wild, allows Arn playing with DT and the crowd goes wild. Jimmy Hart lets Luger show up as Luger pulls Hogan off the apron. Hogan no sells before being sent to the ring post and taking the torture rack. With Hogan down, the Horseman work the heat on Sting. Hogan gets back on the apron, Sting is up on the third floor. He fights, he pulls himself to his corner, but at least a false tag. They do the classic Sting for a spot where Sting powers up and misses his chops. The Horseman caught the tag once again, but Sting scores on a face buster. Hogan finally gets the tag and does the big boom leg drop on arm while Sting hits the corner splash on Flair. Horse Hulk Hogan and Sting.
Yeah, I think this was my match of the week.
Yeah. His competition was 2 squash matches.
Yeah.
And a fun little sprint from A and JL.
Yeah. Yeah, so by default, it's easily the best one.
A 3-minute match and 2 squashes, yeah.
But it also, like, sort of incorporated, like, a very short Ric Flair Sting match.
Right.
Arn Anderson being the enforcer, and Hogan getting in his high spots to walk into the sun that night in Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm glad this was given time. 13 minutes and 29 seconds. The Horsemen did all the classic heel tropes that you see the Revival use when, the Revival show up.
Yeah.
And time matches, but the crowd didn't care and love them regardless. That crowd reaction, the Sting Heat segment, the Horsemen in general were great. Hogan's tire stuff that you could tell wasn't great at this point.
Yeah.
He needed that. He needed to change. In the words, Brian Pillman runs out. It's 3-on-2. Beaten Lex Luger and Jimmy Hart come out, and Luger stops Pillman from attacking Sting. He allows them to do it to Hogan, though, until Sting gets in to help. You love this storyline. Randy Savage runs in now and gets in Sting's face. Sting's tired of his shit and lays him out. Hogan gets in between us. BG and Aaron's the ring. They do similar stuff from last week, where Sting says that was a misunderstanding, and he's on Savage's side. Hogan convinces Randy, and they all seem to resolve it for now.
this thing going?
It doesn't. Luger turns face.
Exactly. This thing doesn't go anywhere. It's the same shit every week.
They're so lucky they're having quality matches on these Nitros.
Yeah.
Storylines aren't their friends. Raw. Well, last week I gave it a 1, so it was better than that. I'll give it a 4.5.
I was gonna give it a 3.
It's a decent episode. The main event was mostly a bore. Most other things were fine. We got 2 fun squashes from Elwin and Aja, as well as a quick one by Ahmed. They did some build to the In Your House. And the show mostly moved along quickly. Nitro, I'll give it 6.5.
I was gonna give it a 5.
Uh,
A pretty quick journeyman match and a good main event.
WWE wins this week again, though.
Yeah.
We got a quick fun opener and a really strong main event with a hot crowd. The Horseman stuff was good, too. And the negatives were the Luger Duggan and the Disco Orndorff matches. Outside that, everything else was rather enjoyable. Up next, our WrestleMania 2 review.
Welcome to WrestleMania 2.
So, see you then.
See you then.